We lost.
Did San Jose State do anything different in the fourth quarter, or was it just them making plays?
We're back to the same problem. They made plays. If we blitzed them, we didn't play good enough man coverage, and if we didn't blitz them, we didn't get to the quarterback. Difference, in my opinion, the difference in the game is they were able to sack our quarterback with a four-man rush. We were unable to get to their quarterback with a four-man rush.
Hey, Rob, they also made this fourth down start at the end of the half, 4th and 8, well, 4th and goal from the 8. Why did you guys field goal?
Because I thought it was the right thing to do.
And then later, towards the end of the third quarter, 4th and goal from the 2, you run for it?
Yep.
Is that point of the charge?
No, that's what I thought we should do.
Coach, the first half, their quarterback had 77 passing yards. He finished with more than 200. I mean, what did they change something up between the first half and the second half in terms of what they were doing?
No, they just executed better.
Coach, what happened with Escobar?
He was suspended for the week because of violation of team rules.
Do you expect that suspension to extend, or is he able to resolve?
Oh, he has things he has to take care of before he's let back on the team.
When you look at the last 2 times you've been on the field, obviously the defensive effort that you're looking for just has not been there. Is there any, at this point, this locker in the season, is there anything you can do to turn that around, or are you just stuck at this point with what you want?
First of all, I disagree with you. I think the defensive effort was bad the last 2 drives. I think up until the last 2 drives it was pretty good because they scored on a kickoff return, and they scored after a kickoff return to about our 18-yard line. I mean, I thought the defensive effort was pretty good except for the last 2 drives, and then I think it stinks. And you can blame me for that. Obviously, we're trying to make our players do something that they can't do, and that's a coaching thing. So that's totally on me.
So what are your options, Marky? I mean, like you said, four-man rush doesn't work, man coverage doesn't work good enough. What are your options now as a coach?
Options now is you got to be inventive and try to figure out some zones that you're going to give up some pass plays, but some zones where you can maybe get a decent heat on the quarterback, and you'll give up passes like you always do. I mean, but we can't get to the quarterback quick enough when we blitz, or we don't play good enough man coverage when we blitz, and when we rush forward, we don't even get close.
Coach, how much did you guys miss McFadden today with kind of his leg and touchbacks and stuff?
Well, I don't know. Obviously, the kicking game was a huge part of the game. I mean, they got 2 touchdowns because of kickoff returns. And the kicks weren't very good, but the coverage was terrible too. So I don't know if we did or not.
Coach, did Wes Fair started out kicking, and then you guys switched to Chance Martin? What was the reason for that?
Because he dribbled one. And that ball was supposed to be kicked deep.
Ryan, how tough was this loss to lose like this?
It was a tough loss. I mean, whenever you lose, it's tough. It was a hard-fought game, and, we just didn't pull it out.
Any other questions for Coach?
Coach, without looking at the film, were there breakdowns in the kick coverage? Guys get caught inside, or?
Yeah, certainly guys were in the wrong lanes, but we had guys there to make tackles, and they didn't make the tackles. I mean, if you missed him, and in fact, both of them, we had a guy that nobody blocked that could have made the tackle, but he didn't make the tackle.
Anything else for Coach? Okay, thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Leon, that last play, I guess, what were about the scoring drive that they had?
Can you repeat that, please?
On their last touchdown drive, what happened in terms of the defense? Like, what did you guys see or not see?
Just we didn't pay attention to our technique, I guess you can say. We didn't execute the defense as we're coached to, and that's what happened, and we were caught slipping.
Do you feel like you guys are capable of playing, I guess, the kind of, from the defensive back standpoint, do you feel like you guys are capable of playing that kind of man coverage that needs to be played at this point?
Yes, when we are playing and honing in on our techniques and paying attention to our assignments, we're all good in covering.
So then what does happen there on those last two drives? As they're coming down the field, you're saying to yourself, how do you keep repeating this over and over again?
Yeah, it was. We have to give credit to those guys. I mean, they were all good, you know, but at the same time, we didn't execute to our best ability, like I said, and that's what happened.
What would you grade the defense's ability this September? What would you give yourself?
To be honest with you, we haven't reached our potential yet, and we're waiting to do that. We need to do it ASAP.
Leon, what did you see from their quarterback battles? In the first half, you seemed to struggle a little bit, and then you really turned it on in the second half, especially the fourth quarter.
You know, all came down to confidence probably. You know, he was a good quarterback, and then he has good guys on the outside, and that's what happened.
Kevin, Ryan, offensively, do you feel like this was one of the better games that you guys have played? Like, how would you grade yourselves and how you did on offense tonight?
I think offense played really well. There's a few times, you know, we got to convert on third down and long, and at the end of the game, just try and finish. But I think overall, we did play well.
Again, you guys came out with like a really strong run game. Was that pretty much the game plan again to let the run establish a pass for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, that's our identity. I mean, you know, all the games that we played so far, we've been running the ball effectively. You know, we want to be a running football team, so have to play action. So.
Yeah, Adam, talk about that big run you had in the second quarter, the big 83-yard run.
Well, I felt like the line held their blocks, made a man miss, and scored. That's what we need to do.
Brian, how was the snapping today? I mean, I know Alan was snapping with his left hand.
I mean, it was fine. He's a tough guy. I mean, you break your hand, you got to snap with your other hand. I mean, not too many guys can do that. He's doing fine.
Toward the end, when you had to sort of like run after the snap, what happened on that exchange?
Bad snap. It's one snap of the game. I mean, he you know, was on the ground. Things happen, so just got to try not to make those mistakes.
How much of a sort of like a galvanizing force was that when you guys connected on the touchdown at the end zone, in the back of the end zone? How much of an energy boost was that?
That was a big energy boost. You know, it really got us going and brought up the morale, and, you know, we just got to finish the game, though.
Were they doing anything up front to limit stunting, anything that you hadn't seen on film or anything? It looked like you were under pressure pretty much the whole night.
No, they weren't doing anything that we hadn't seen on film. You know, we just got to execute what we're, you know, taught to do. Like Leon said, I think that goes, you know, for the offense and defense. And, you know, today we just didn't score enough points.